How many of us are so used to eating processed foods that we get in our supermarkets? And how many of us don't even really know the dangers of these processed foods? This is Dr. Lenny DeCosta, geriatric physician and a functional medicine expert, and the author of the upcoming book, Is Your Doctor Keeping You Sick? My dear friends, today I chose this topic because in this life of ours, which we do, which has become so instant, we want everything so instantly. We're so used to getting processed foods from supermarkets, easy to cook foods, just putting it in our microwaves and eating it. And we don't really know whether these foods are good or bad for us because everything that's available in the supermarket we think is all fine. But today I want to seriously talk to you about 5 dangers of processed foods. Danger number 1, preservatives that they use in processed foods are chemicals. These increase the life of this food on the shelf. So you really don't know when they are done, when these are manufactured. So when food that is manufactured and remains on the shelf for a long time have a lot of chemicals in them, these chemicals get into your body and they actually cause a lot of harm. Number 2, among what they contain, the danger is pollutants, which I've just spoken to you about, are preservatives, coloring. They give the food a particular color. These are chemicals that color the food. They make it look like what it is not actually there. So you get taken up by that color, but actually it's chemical, again causing harm to your body. Then they have something known as flavoring. Flavoring gives a taste for this food. So none of these foods that you get processed have a natural taste. These are chemically, they use chemicals to ensure that the taste that you get is good for you, or you like that taste, or you get addicted to that taste. And finally, they use something known as texturants. Now, texturants are the ones that give it the texture, what you eat, whether it's soft, hard, nice. The texture is again made by chemicals. So all foods that are processed have these pollutants. These pollutants are the number 1 danger because they are chemicals. They get into your body and they cause side effects, including cancer. Many of these preservatives and the colorings do cause even cancer. Most commonly, they cause a lot of gut dysbiosis. What is gut dysbiosis? These go and damage the normal bacteria, the normal flora and fauna of your gut, the normal bacteria that are there which are required for your immunity, they get damaged. So one of the first dangers in preservatives, in preserved foods or foods that you get in processed foods or foods that you get from all the supermarkets is the pollutants, the preservatives, the artificial ingredients, which are chemicals that you use in them. The number 2 danger, or the second most important danger, is each of these preserved foods contain a whole lot of salt and sugar. Salt, my dear friends, cause high BP in most patients because these salt is normally plain sodium chloride. Now there's a huge difference. We tell our patients, yes, table salt does cause your BP to go up, but if you eat your normal the salt, the sea salts that you get a lot of other minerals with it. So yes, plain sodium chloride or table salt, which is used as preservatives even in these foods that you get, these processed foods that you get from your supermarkets, does cause your BP to go up. It contains lots of sugars. Sugars causes your blood sugar to go up, causes you to become a diabetic, and causes you to put on weight. Number 3, It contains a lot of trans fats. Now, what do trans fats do? Trans fats go into the arteries and cause inflammation there, causing heart disease. Direct cause of heart disease is trans fats. And all your processed foods have got tons and tons of trans fats in there. And finally, a large number of these processed foods have got what is called high corn fructose syrup. Now, what is high corn fructose syrup? High corn fructose syrup is a cheap sweetener added to most of these foods. High corn fructose syrup is present in most of your juices that you get, even those that where it's very clearly written no sugar added has got high corn fructose syrup. It is worse than the sugar itself. All your sauces have got high corn fructose syrup. All these end up in making your liver bad. It damages the metabolism, and one of the major problems that you get with the liver is what is known as non-alcoholic liver disease, which is today found to be one of the major causes of liver disease in non-alcoholics. I mean, used to have alcoholic liver disease, but non-alcoholic liver disease is equally bad. It goes down the same pathway. You'll end up with cirrhosis of liver finally. So you need to avoid having all this. All processed foods have got high salt, high sugar, high trans fats, and a lot of high corn fructose syrup, all of which cause some of the most dangerous diseases that all of us want to keep away from. The third most dangerous substance or danger that is present in these processed foods are frank carbohydrates or refined carbohydrates. Now, what does refined carbohydrates or frank carbohydrates mean? These are simple sugars. These are simple, it's high processed wheat or maida, rice, which is highly processed. So what basically happens is when you have these simple sugars, you get a spike in your blood sugar, you get a spike in insulin. When you get a spike in blood sugar, your sugars start going haywire. Your diabetic medications for diabetics or diabetic patients do not start working properly. For many of you who start getting this high insulin spikes, you start putting on severe weight. It's a huge never-ending circus of problems, because once you get your high blood sugar, you put on more weight, insulin causes more weight gain, that weight gain causes heart disease. So it's a vicious circle that keeps you sick all the time. And imagine you are causing this sickness, you're buying this by actually using the processed food regularly. This is one of the causes of your diabetes and your heart disease and your weight gain. So I've given you 3 dangers. The 4th one, my dear friends, is pesticides. Most of the processed foods need to be grown in large commercial farms, and when you use these products, they have a lot of pesticides which find their way into your food chain, into these processed foods. You eat them, and when you eat them, these pesticides get into your body. What are these? These pesticides have got heavy metals, they have got all kinds of other products or chemicals that damage your internal biochemical reactions, causing these biochemical reactions to shut down, causing your body to age very fast. Many of these pesticides are known to cause cancer as well. Many of the heavy metals are known to cause cancer. Many of these heavy metals also, like cadmium, does cause you diabetes and heart disease as well. So you have pesticides, you have also in many of the imported foods that you get, processed foods that you get, you have what are known as genetically modified organisms or GMOs. Now GMOs are not easily allowed in this country, but very soon we are going to have them, because there are already, there's a lot of motion in that direction to ensure that GMOs are available for the food processing industry so they can use it very easily. GMOs are known to cause cancer. They are known to cause GI disturbances. They are known to destroy your gut flora. They're known to reduce your immunity, and they're known to keep you very, very sick. So the 4th danger is pesticides and GMOs, which are basically chemicals. And the fifth is basically, my dear friends, these foods are low in nutrients. We eat so that our body is well nourished. But when we eat processed foods, we do not have nutrients in them. They are low in vitamins, they are low in minerals, they are low in all trace elements. And as a result of which, you do not get any of these in that food that you eat, causing your food to be absolutely malnourished. So you're eating all this processed food, causing yourself to put on weight, causing yourself to be full at all times, harm your bodies and don't nourish it at all. So it's a double whammy. You provide the bad stuff and you remove the good stuff. So my dear friends, what is the way out? Consume real food and stop the junk crap that we eat. And stay healthy and be healthy. If you like this video, please share it. Please give me a thumbs up. And I'll see you soon in my next video. Till then, visit my YouTube channel for a lot of videos that will help you live a healthy life. Bye for now, and I'll see you soon.